Hello, Jesse here at GPS City. I'm going to give you a little tutorial on the map screen of the nuvi 3500 series. Let's access the map screen by hitting View Map. First thing we could do is pan the map by dragging our finger across the screen. We could zoom in and out using these buttons at the top here. We could also pinch zoom. We've got three icons over here. That top one is changing the map orientation from 2D to 3D. This one here causes the map to rotate. That's the arrow chasing its tail. And this last one here is our layers. So we could show places along the road, 3D buildings, 3D terrain, traffic, and trip log. You'll see when I touch trip log, a check mark appears and a bunch of blue lines right there. That's where the GPS has been. And you can turn that off to keep the screen less cluttered. Hit save or cancel when done, and it takes us right back to our map screen. On the map screen, we have our dashboard. That's this across the bottom. With the dashboard, if you touch this first one, you could change what it displays. Let's say elevation. This second one brings up our trip computer. Inside the trip computer, we have two trips, trip A and trip B. It also shows us a lot of other useful data. We can reset this by hitting the three bars and then selecting Reset Fields. We could change our dashboard very simply by going to our settings, map and vehicle, scroll down. There's dashboards at the bottom, and now we could choose one of many dashboards, and I'm going to cycle through them for you. You'll see that some dashboards show a little more information than others. And that's it. Hit cancel or save. And let's go back to our map screen. We also have an icon right here. That's our traffic icon. We could have two other icons show at the top there. I'm going to show you how to add and change those icons. So let's go back again, this time into settings and then back into map and vehicle. Inside map and vehicle, we want map buttons. You'll see along the right hand side here, we have the option for three buttons. The buttons will only show on the screen when they're needed. So some buttons only show up on the screen when you have a route in the GPS, such as exit services and stop route, which are those top two. Traffic will show up whenever the traffic cable is plugged in. To change one of these, just hit the X. Now just drop that, hit OK, and to add something different, hit the plus, and there's a bunch of options for us. Let's make it Where Am I? Hit save when done, and let's go back to our map screen. And the Where Am I button should be on there because Where Am I could be used at any time. You could also bring up the Where Am I menu by touching your vehicle icon. Just touch the vehicle icon like so. Brings up the Where Am I menu where we could find the closest hospitals, police stations, and fuel, along with our coordinates, nearest address, and nearest intersection, and we could actually save a waypoint this way by hitting save. So let's go back here. You could even mark a waypoint that's not in your current location by using the map. Just pan the map, and let's pan the map to where we want to mark a point. We'll mark it way up here by the airport. Now, without moving your finger across the screen, just tap and touch. Now a little gray bar showed up here with some arrows. Those arrows will show you other things around here, just in case what you touched on wasn't exactly what you wanted. So we'll just go back here. If you want to go to it, you can just hit go. If you hit the gray bar, it takes us into this menu that tells us more about the point. So it's got our route info. It's going to take us 8 minutes from our current location. The distance is 7 kilometers, and there's no traffic delay along the desired route that the GPS is currently picking for us. We could set our location. That only shows up when the GPS is turned off. I have the GPS turned off right now. We could also go to that point from here, and we could save that as a waypoint by hitting the 3 bars and then selecting save. So let's go back to our map screen. And if you want to go back to your location, just hit this back arrow. It's going to zoom us in the center there. This green bar along the top shows us some useful information as we're driving, such as the upcoming roads and upcoming turns, depending if we have a route in the GPS or not. We have these 3 bars down here. That's the last thing I'm going to show you. And this brings up some applications in the device, such as traffic. You can mute the device. If there's a route in it, we could stop or detour. If our phone was connected, we can make phone calls through the phone icon. And then we have exit services for upcoming exits. Where am I? A link to our trip computer. We have our map layers. And you'll notice that the map layers was on the screen when we were panning it. We have brightness, where to, eco route, and lastly, audible. So that was a quick tutorial of the map screen in your Garmin nuvi 3500 series GPS. To learn more, visit GPS City.